Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's weather related topic is going to be on tornadoes. This is probably the last one that I'll go through like I have with the others, and then I'll probably move towards more like current weather events and things like that. So we're just going to be learning about what a tornado is and all the stuff that we learned with the other types of storms. So tornadoes are rapidly rotating columns of air that extend from a thunderstorm down, and they are capable of like really bad destruction, probably more than, I would say hurricanes and tornadoes are pretty equal, but just depending on tornadoes, like they can really wipe out a lot of area and very, very quickly. Their wind speeds can exceed 300 miles per hour, which is more than hurricanes, and they are one of the most intense phenomenons on the earth. So some key characteristics would be a visible funnel shape that touches the ground. If it doesn't, it's called a funnel cloud. And then rotating air that can lift and toss debris. So how are tornadoes formed? So they're mostly formed during a severe thunderstorm in the Midwest or the West, because they are more easily able to form in a flat area than they would be in a more mountainous area. So thunderstorms with a rotating updraft called a mesocyclone is what causes a tornado. So this is the step-by-step formation process. You start with the wind shear, which is changes in wind speed and direction at different altitudes cause horizontal spinning air. Then there's the updraft, which is when moist, warm air rises from the ground into the storm. So that's why a lot of tornadoes also happen in the summertime. Tilts the horizontal spin into a vertical orientation. And then the rotation intensifies. The vertical spinning column strengthens, and then it forms a funnel cloud, and it extends downward from the cloud base. And then it's not fully a tornado until it touches the ground. Okay, so imagine a spinning figure skater, and as they pull their arms in, they spin faster. Tornadoes work kind of the same. The air spins faster as it tightens into a funnel. So the skinnier a tornado is, the more dangerous. So here's the anatomy of a tornado. There are 5 main parts of a tornado. First is the funnel cloud. This is the visible part that extends downward from the storm. And then there's the condensation funnel. This is the part of the funnel made of condensed water vapor. This is what you see when you look at a tornado, is the condensation funnel. And then there's the debris cloud. This is like when you see a tornado. Let's say it was like in a field on the other side, and you were on the other side of the field. You would see like a big cloud at the bottom on the ground. That is called the debris cloud. And then the parent storm is the thunderstorm from where the tornado came from. And then the mesocyclone is the rotating updraft inside the storm. Tornadoes are classified on the Enhanced Fujita scale, or the EF scale, and it's based on the damage that is caused. So this rating is EF 0 to 5. So an EF 0 is 65 to 85 miles per hour, light damage, tree branches broken. And then an EF 5, which is the highest, is more than 200 miles per hour and causes incredible damage, and structures are swept away. So where and when do tornadoes happen the most? Like I mentioned before, it's mostly in Tornado Alley, which is in the Midwest and West. This would be Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, and Nebraska. They also occur in other countries, but less frequently. So I would say that it is most commonly that these storms happen in the United States, which is very interesting. The season peaks by the region. So in the central US, it's mostly going to be spring, summer, because the seasons are changing. So as the seasons change from like summer to fall, the East Coast gets a lot of hurricanes. And for tornadoes, they happen as the spring changes to summer and it gets a little warmer. So at the time of the day, they usually occur in the afternoon or the evening when the temperatures and instability is the highest. Tornadoes cause the most damage from their high winds, as it can toss cars and uproot trees and destroy buildings. It also can cause flying debris, which we all know, and that's the leading cause of injuries and deaths in tornadoes. Tornadoes can also cause flash floods, since there's also usually storming during a tornado. Tornadoes also develop very quickly, so it's harder for meteorologists to be able to alert people in a timely manner because they do develop a lot quicker than meteorologists are able to predict a hurricane and an earthquake, but sometimes tornadoes can be a little unpredictable. So here's some tornado safety facts. Go to a basement or interior room without windows. A lot of homes in the West and Midwest have basements or cellars that they can go to during these storms. Finally, let's do some fun facts about tornadoes. So tornadoes can be a multiple vortex, meaning several smaller tornadoes rotate around a main funnel. The widest tornado ever recorded was 2.6 miles wide in El Reno, Oklahoma, 2013. That is a massive storm. Tornadoes are not always visible. They can be rain wrapped and nearly invisible. This is very dangerous. If it's raining so hard that you can't see in front of you like it does often, the tornadoes can be visible too, so it's really important to listen for alerts in your area if you're in a tornado area. Lightning often accompanies tornadoes because they form in severe thunderstorms. That's all I have for my lesson on tornadoes. I'm really excited for next week. I'll be talking about some more current storms that have happened in the past month or so, and we'll be diving into some more current weather stuff. Thanks for listening.